Hey everybody, welcome to episode 21 of Locomotive Land. So I'm just finishing up some extra wiring. Got a lot of a mess under here because I'm trying to get a lot of things lit up above in the village. Today in episode 21, we're going to try to see how the pond turned out that we talked about. Can I make it work? We're also made a big decision on changing houses from what I was going to use to the more HO scale house for the entire city. So this is a big change, but I think it will work out better for the train. So I hope you enjoy this episode. I know you Lancers out there were wanting more train content and less foolishness. I mean, even my train content is foolishness, but we'll see how it goes. So sit back and relax. Episode 21.
So I dug out the lake bottom, cut through the foam there. Now I need to add the plaster in there and paint it, and then add the grass and stuff, and then add the water. So that's where the pond's gonna go. My foul poles came in. A great 3D print job from Brandon and Rich. So I have got those installed on the field, and I think they look pretty good. Now, I've still got an older backlog for my backstop that needs to go there, so we'll see how that comes along. Got my plaster into my pond, so that's coming along too, and that will, the next step, I guess, is to seal it good so I don't have leaks, which really angers the CFO. So I'll give it a couple good coats of sealant of glue there, and then we'll paint it, and then we'll get the landscape on, and then we'll add the water. And I think I might put a dock in here so the guys that are going to be coming from the butcher shop that I'm getting ready to run lighting for, those guys might want to come over and fish in the pond or get on a boat or something. So I think I'll put a dock there. That's the plan.
Hey Locomotive Lancers, episode 21's card trick. So I've got the standard deck of cards. Take out the two jokers. Nothing fancy about it. I'm going to shuffle. As you can see, there's no sleight of hand here. The deck is fully shuffled. I'll cut it a couple times. Okay, I call this trick plus 10. What I'm going to do is deal 5 piles of cards, and whatever number comes up, I'm going to then just count up to the king, which is 13. A jack is 11, a queen is 12, and a king is 13. So I'm just going to make 5 piles. So we'll go 5. So this goes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we'll turn this one over. That's one pile. Jack. So this is 11, 12, 13. Turn that over. 10, 11, 12, 13. Turn that over. 2 more. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Turn that over. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so now I got 5. So I will tell the person who doesn't exist that they would select 2 of these piles for me to discard. So they could pick any 2. So let's pick this one and this one. Or we'll leave this one and pick this one. Or we can pick this one and not this one. It doesn't matter. I'm going to take these out. So now I got 3. Now I'll tell the person who doesn't exist that they can move these piles in any order that they want. So these can go like this. This can go like this. And let's just say they end up with this. They could do whatever they want. Well, let's say they end up with this. So now I'm going to reveal this card and this card. So this is 11. Plus 5 is 16. And I call this plus 10. So 16 plus 10 is 26. So I count 26 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So this card here should tell me how many cards I have left in my hand. So if I flip this over and it's 10, then this should say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here it is with the pond painted, and I have started gluing down some shrubs and weeds and rocks and stuff. So once that dries, then we'll add the water. The landscape around the pond is down, it's complete here. So I'm not sure I love the way the green turned out in the pond, but I think once I pour the water, it won't matter anyway. So got the butcher shop in place, and then a little path they can take out to the pond. I'm going to put a little dock in there, and then I got everything else out and around sort of the way I want it. So now it's time to add the water. Yeah, so for my pond water, again, realistic water, and this time I'm going to go with moss green tint. Hopefully we won't put too much in it, but I'll add the tint to the water, and then we'll be pouring in the pond. There's after the pour. Hopefully I didn't pour too much, but I think it's all right. So now we just need to wait for it to dry.
All right, for Locomotive Land's lesson for episode 21, I wanted to talk about the right time to come to Walt Disney World. So you want to pick a day it's really hot. Prefer triple digits with humidity, then you want a nice little thunderstorm, and then you want to show up on Main Street Magic Kingdom right at the great time to do some quality shopping. So just remember, if you need to plan your next Disney vacation, talk to Locomotive Land.
So even though I made mistakes and poured it too deep and so it looked like green milk for a while, it did clear up real nice. I'm real happy with it. I'm going to put some ripples on there, so use some of that realistic water ripples for that, but got that looking just how I want it. And just one other note is all the way over on the other side of the village. I added finally my new backstop in there, so they don't lose all their foul balls over the train. So things are shaping up. So as I wrap up episode 21, I want to kind of give you a sort of rundown of where we are. It's been almost 13 months. My grandson's 1 year old, and we're making pretty good progress. I have swapped out the cabin with a new cabin that's the right size. So I'm opting to go with buildings that are HO scale, kind of a big decision I made here in the middle of episode 21. So now we're going to go with the right size structures, and just pulling back here, take a look at what we've got. Still got to try to find some baseball players. It's something I'm struggling with a little bit, how to do that, but here's where we are. There's the bait and tackle shop. Of course, we've got the river with the bridges across. And yep, Sam, he's now 1, so probably a few months away from completing this project, but he's not upset with me yet. And so, and here's the farm in the back. I got the pond looking sort of the way I want. I'm gonna put the dock in. There's a butcher shop. I got a little grocery store here. Of course, the post office and the church. Here's a little tip for you guys. If you hit the steeple with the vacuum, it breaks off, and then you need to super glue the steeple back up. And then I got the new fire station in as well. But as you can see, this is what's coming in episode 22, as I can try to move on down the street, put in some houses, and just a sneak peek, I've started painting. I'm gonna put this swimming pool in. I got some umbrellas that I have started painting, and I did paint the swimming pool ladder. So gonna be working on that. You want to come back to episode 22 for that. Yeah, so a lot of work to be done in that mess. But yeah, coming along. Thank you, Locomotive Lancers, for sticking with me through it. We'll see you next time.